In this video, let's talk about stream rendering. So far in our application, we have been using Blazor SSR. And Blazor SSR is very similar to the traditional application, as you know already, that each time we ask something from the server, it sends a request and come back with a response. One of the big problems with traditional web application, which also exists in Blazor SSR, is that if there is a heavy load in the browser, then it takes time for the response to come back. And from the user perspective, the user is just waiting. And let's take a look at how that manifests in Blazor SSR. So let's use the weather.razor page, which corresponds to this particular page, right? The second one here. And if you come over here, you see that it says this stream rendering. The stream rendering attribute is used to resolve this problem. But first of all, let's delete this and see what happens if we don't have it. And let's scroll down here. It says add a half-second delay. Let's actually add a 2 seconds, maybe 3 seconds delay so that it is more obvious. Now that we made these changes, we can run the application and observe what's happening here. So let's run the application and let's go back to home and then come back to weather. So I already click on weather, but I'm waiting, and now finally I get the result. So let's try that again. Go back to home, and now I'm gonna click on weather right now. Okay, I clicked already, but I'm waiting for 2 seconds. Then I get the result. See, from the user perspective, we're just waiting for the data to come back, right? Because these data are generated from the server side, and everything needs to come back and to be rendered on the browser from the response. So now you can see that this is a problem with Blazor SSR because everything renders statically and everything comes from the response. So therefore, you will have to wait until the home page comes back. However, in Blazor SSR, it's not that simple. In Blazor SSR, there is a JavaScript that helps us to achieve something different from traditional publication. So let's go to our root component. So app.razor. And then here you can see that we have this blazor.web.js, right? So this file is a JavaScript file which help us to deal with this type of problems. So one of the features that can help us with this problem is called stream rendering. So I'm going to change this back and add the stream rendering back again. And now if I change this to 2 seconds again and run the application, and now let's observe what's going to happen now. All right, so I'm going to home and go back to weather, and now you can see I have this loading thing going on, and then once the delay finishes, the part that is missing is kind of patched to the page. So from the user perspective, it's a better user experience. It's not like I'm waiting and waiting for the whole page, right? I already see that I moved to the weather page, right? It's just that the data needs time. So which is to the user, it's better user experience, it's more reasonable, and that is all resolved by this single attribute here, right? Of course, something else going on here is trying to tell whether the forecast data is loaded or not. If it's loaded, then it's going to display the HTML table. Otherwise, it's just going to display the word loading. So if you are using Blazor SSR to render some more or less static page, but in that static page, you have some area that needs some long running process to load data and display, right? That part is not static, then you can use stream rendering to help you improve end user experience. So, and this is all I want to cover in this video. If you have any questions, please let me know. If not, I will see you in the next one.